and welcome back to In a Pinch. I'm Chris, and today, for once, we're not talking about nasal snuff. It's actually kind of weird, you know. My history with pipes goes back about 10 years. My history with premium cigars goes back about 14 years. But so far, this channel, all 30 some odd videos, has been almost entirely about nasal snuff. Which, you know, there's plenty to talk about, and I've got like 8 or 10 more nasal snuff reviews backed up to go ahead and do. But I did promise as we got into the warm season that I'd be talking more about pipes and cigars, and I'm going to start with that today. So I had this idea, and I shared it back on May 3rd on a couple of the Facebook groups, and I guess it hadn't crossed my mind that it's something people wouldn't have thought about. And a lot of people thought it was a good idea and said I wish I'd thought about that. So I thought I'd put a video out talking about it. It may work for you, it may not. So got engaged a couple of Decembers ago, and May 3rd of last year got married, and decided that I wanted to blend the tobacco, to jar into 10 jars. Each has about 1.5 ounces in it. So they'd cellar so that each year I'd open a jar on our anniversary, and each jar would have 1 extra year of age on it. Each of them have a date on the side of it and a number on top, 1 through 10. Here's the rest of the box. You see 7 doesn't have a sticker. For some reason I forgot to print out the number 7. But I don't know, I thought it was kind of a cool idea. What I was thinking, I was kind of playing around with blending anyways, and I thought it was kind of symbolic because they talk about when you're blending tobaccos, when the flavors start to kind of leach into each other and the flavor homogenizes a little bit. In the blending world, they call that marrying. The tobaccos are marrying each other. And just like how people change and grow together over time as they're married, I thought it was kind of, you know, on top of obviously having another reason to cellar more tobacco, I thought it was cool, you know, symbolically. If you guys have been watching my channel long enough, you already know that I'm kind of weird. I'm here hanging out with my kids, by the way.
Hello.
I told them I don't want their faces or names on YouTube because you guys know there's some creepy people out there. Not you, obviously, but you know, the other people. Anyways, yeah, so that was pretty much it. If any of you guys are interested in the constituents, it was 52% Carolina Brightleaf. I gotta stop and think now. It was 52% Carolina Brightleaf. It was 45% Piedmont Red Virginia, and then the rest of it was Smyrna. Now, what it should do over time is different tobaccos age differently. The Piedmont Red Virginia should lose a little bit of its spice and get more of a musky, earthy character. The Piedmont Red will lose its, or the Carolina Brightleaf will lose the hay-like flavor and then slowly get more figgy with the dark dried fruits notes. And the Smyrna will get tangier and tangier. So I'm really curious year by year what it's gonna taste like. When I opened year 1 back on May 3rd, the smell is just I'm not gonna say what bodily functions it almost evokes, but if you look at it, you can already see. And I mean, if you guys have ever blended before or have been smoking a pipe for more than a month, you know how different the colors between Piedmont Reds and Carolina Brights are. You can already see. Let me move the camera here. The Carolina Brights are starting to get a darker brown. They were almost a lemon color when I blended them in. So yeah, I don't know. It was a quick video, just a quick idea, something I was kind of surprised other people hadn't thought of. But as it turns out, a lot of you guys haven't. So thought I'd throw that up there. And you wouldn't necessarily have to do it for wedding anniversary. You could do it for, gosh, I don't know, like if you have a kid, you could start a blend and open a jar on his birthday each year, or some special event you want to commemorate. I don't know. Use your imaginations. There's always room for another good reason to buy and sell their tobacco. So that's about it. I want to give a couple of quick shout outs. One, I know on Snuff House, which is my mother forum, there's a thread going about good people to trade with. I want to give a shout out to I'm not going to use your real name because I haven't contacted you first, but on Snuffhouse, MNZ Fam. This pipe came out of a recent trade with him. It's a Tracy Mincer / custom built. It's called the Soldier. Depending on when it was made, he made this pipe really early on, when he was just putting them out under the Tracy Mincer name, and then he revived the design later on when he was designing the custom built pipes. So it's either around 50 years old or around 70 years old, and it's obviously been restored. And you guys can see how many nooks and crannies there are in this thing. I can't imagine the time that it took to restore this. I'm not sure that I even would have taken on a project like that without some extra tools. But Special Pipe deserved a special designation, so this is officially my anniversary blend pipe, so it'll be brought out once a year and then left to sit the rest of the time. I also want to give a quick shout out. There's a new group on Facebook, Pipe Tobacco Blender. Deacon Bill O'Donnell, who is a member at least of Corncob Nation, and he could be a member of other groups too, but at least a member of Corncob Nation. Deacon Bill O'Donnell started the group, I think, yesterday. Went ahead and joined. So it's a cool group if you guys have any interest in obviously blending pipe tobacco, or even if you just have an interest in how different tobaccos work together. You know, as I've said before, that's a whole art in and of itself. Check out that group. Other than that, you guys have a great day. Have a safe rest of your weekend, and check back later because I'm going to upload a snuff review. So waking up, guys. God bless. Salud.